this season that you're stepping into, you are really being guided right now to learn how to trust yourself, how to develop a unbreakable bond between you and yourself. And the universe has been pushing you to find this trust within yourself for a long time, but I feel like you're finally learning how to surrender and also realizing that every single time in your life where you lacked clarity or you didn't know what to do next, you didn't have any sort of guidance, you came through at the end of the day. And I know you are somebody that is so divinely protective. You guys genuinely have like the biggest, strongest force field of angels watching over you. And it's because your mission here is so great. It's so big. Whoever I'm speaking to, you are somebody who is here to do big things in this world. And you have a big burning desire, a big purpose that you feel burning on your chest, okay? And because of this, you're learning how to surrender to the ebb and flow of the universe right now. And that is what you're being pushed into. And this season is really about letting go of control for you, trying to control or foresee your way to a certain outcome. And also just learning how to trust your own intuition. Whoever you are highly, highly intuitive. I feel like you're somebody who constantly receives messages and guidance, and even if you don't perceive it as such, but you're always seeing synchronicities. When people are in your energy, they genuinely get to experience magic through you. Ooh, this is so powerful. Do you know what you are? You are a walking gateway into the portals of magic. When people are in your energy, it's like they experience the hands of God, the hands of creation. They get to feel what it feels like to live in serendipity, to find little whimsical things as they walk with you, or just, it's your ability to perceive the world in a way that is so childlike and innocent, and you genuinely just see the magic that is all around you. So when people get the privilege of stepping in your energy and being connected with you, they too get to see the world through your eyes, which is the lens of magic. You see magic everywhere. You are so divinely connected to your intuition. And right now, you're really being called to step away from needing external validation when it comes to making certain decisions in your life. I'm just hearing like opinions of others. You really have to learn how to let go of the opinions of others. You know what? It can be super isolating, but it's also beautiful at the same time. But when you're on this path and you have such a grand mission, and you feel this sense of responsibility, like you're here to carry out a big purpose. You're here to uplift the collective in some way, shape, or form. It can be extremely isolating. 333 as I'm saying this, you guys. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. There's a few people walking by. Anyways, sorry guys, my phone cut out there. But do you know what is so isolating about walking this path when you have such a big purpose on you? Oftentimes, people can sniff out the greatness that is you, that is oozing from all of your pores. People can sense it on you, and people have sensed it on you ever since you were a child. I feel like you were the kid that adults knew there was something special about you. There was something different about you, something very unique about you. And because of this, because of people's ability to see the greatness on you, you probably get the most projection thrown at you. People don't understand how it's possible to achieve the things that you are set here to achieve, what is fated for you to achieve. So what they'll do is try and regurgitate, if that's the word, like spew out all their own opinions, all their own fears on why they wouldn't do the things that you're doing. Or, I feel like you have a lot of energies around you where there's just a lot of noise. Your dreams don't make sense to anybody. And the thing is, they're not meant to make sense. You're meant to continue to dream big regardless of who is around you doubting those dreams, of who is constantly trying to make you smother those dreams into a little bowl. When your dreams are grand, they're big. They're probably so big that you're like almost embarrassed to speak of them. Like that's the energy that I'm getting. Like you have these dreams within you that you've always had ever since you were a kid that you honestly don't even really share with other people because that is how huge it is. And I just want you to know, this is a side note, but you were given these dreams for a reason, because you are fully capable of achieving the things that you want to achieve. So to wrap up my point here, The energy that you're stepping into is learning how to tune out all the external validation around you. It's learning how to stop asking people for what they think your next step should be and really sitting with yourself. And it can be hard because sometimes I'm in this energy too where I'm genuinely like, I don't know what I want. But deep, okay, I'm talking deep. You really gotta go digging for this stuff. But deep within you, you do know what you want. And I know what I want deep down. And it's probably hidden under a bunch of other layers of, things that you maybe want, but you don't really want. It's in there, but you have to do the uncomfortable work of actually digging to the root. Okay. I have been getting so many energies of trees, you guys. And this is another message that just came through. The roots right now for the plants that you have planted, the seeds that you have planted are in their growing process. And the wider the span that the roots get to grow out and expand onto the land, like think of a tree. It takes a while for those roots to make their way all spread out. But in that big expansion of the roots, you're actually creating such a firm and stable foundation of that tree, because the wider the root, the more stable the tree, the more things the tree is going to be able to withstand, because it's anchored to the ground on so many different levels. So I feel like the seeds that you have been planting right now are really in that foundation phase. You are in the foundation of building something in your life right now, and it's trying to create a ground that is unshakable. Do you know what I mean? 333 is, again, as I'm saying this, wow. You're creating a ground that is unshakable with these dreams right now. And that is why you have to learn to trust yourself more than anything else around you. Because I promise you, babe, you do have all of the answers within you. You have all of the answers within you. You just have to do the work of looking at yourself and really asking yourself, what is it that I actually desire? Okay, because you could say that you desire to, and this, I'm going to give you a very real example, you guys, okay? This is something I discovered with the help of a friend a shadow of mine, I guess you could say, but I always wanted to live alone, deep in the forest. Like, I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to have no neighbors. I want to be isolated on my own and sharing content, connecting with people, but from a distance. Do you know what I mean? Helping people, but in my own isolation, because I felt like I thrived in my isolation. And a friend actually let me know, like, you might actually have a fear of people and a fear of connection. And you might be using that thing, that desire that you have, to mask this underlying thing that you actually are feeling. 444 as I'm saying this, which genuinely, you guys, when I heard that, it all clicked for me. I had no idea that even was connected. Do you know what I mean? So when it comes to these dreams, you're really being asked to do the work of digging to the root. Dig to the root of what you actually desire. What do you actually want? And 9 times out of 10, what we all just want is love. We all just want to be seen and felt and experienced. But you are somebody that knows this about yourself. And you know what? You are also somebody that goes above and beyond to make sure that other people feel seen and felt in the way that you wish other people would see you and feel you too. You have this unique ability of making sure that everybody in the room around you feels safe with you, feels seen in your energy. And because of that, the way that you're going to receive that back to you tenfold, you guys. There is so much coming in right now, and your whole journey at this time is really learning how to let go. How to let go of the vision that you set out for yourself, and learning to trust and manifest openly. Of constantly saying, when you're doing that manifestation work, this is what I'm manifesting. I would like this or something better. The universe always has a divine plan for you. So be open in what you're calling into your life at this time, because you might think you want something, but there's something else out there that is going to fulfill you on a whole another level. But you're trying to keep your things so limited, and when it doesn't work out in that specific way that you see it working out in, that specific path that you see yourself following, you end up resenting yourself or creating all these feelings of shame and guilt when it's just not necessary, right? That was a very bouncy, all over the place reading, but I hope you guys got the message. Is there anything else? I just keep hearing surrender, 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 Sorry guys, my phone cut out again, but surrender to the challenges that are coming up in your path right now. Surrender to each and every obstacle, because I promise you, you are in a season right now where the divine has purposefully created this stagnancy in your life, or what you perceive as stagnancy. My brain, you guys, you know what I'm trying to say. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. But this has all been for a divine purpose, because right now you're meant to learn and master. I'm hearing like excavating, limiting beliefs. Like you're in this like deep resurrection, deep work of getting rid of and pulling out and weeding. That's what it is. You're literally pulling out all of the weeds that you accumulated from your life, you know, and the trauma that you experienced and all of that. And the divine has been keeping you stagnant in this period of stagnancy, because you're meant to learn how to free yourself of those limiting beliefs while you're still in this position of your life. It was easier for you to be in this stagnant energy now, to do the grunt work of pulling away the things that are not meant to be carried with you, rather than you having to reach the level that you're meant to reach and then having to dive into that work then. Does that make sense? So don't look at this season of your life. If things feel slow and you feel like there's no movement, there's because there's things that you're actively learning right now that is preparing you to be in your fullest, most abundant energy when you reach the levels that you are headed towards, okay? When you reach the rooms and the places and the opportunities that you are headed towards. This is all like foundational work that you are doing, not only within your dreams and the seeds that you're planting externally, but this is foundational work within yourself, okay? You are doing the foundational work within yourself. And that's like, I really just want to hone in right now. And I'm feeling like shouting in my ear, like, you guys really need to realize and appreciate this season of your life right now. Because I promise you, the way everything is going to start picking up and changing. Your life is about to start moving at a speed that is so accelerated. And I know you can already feel it. 222 as I'm saying this. Okay, I know you can already feel things really starting to pick up, and things might have felt stagnant for a long time. But the way it's going to be a domino effect of blessings, like one thing goes right and it's one thing after the next. Genuinely, that is how your life is about to be. But you can't skip over this step of creating a firm foundation for yourself, because the foundation is what's going to be needed to create this thing that's meant to be sustainable. It's meant to last not only your lifetime, but this is generational wealth. This is generational healing that you're doing for not even for you and the generations to follow you, but also for your lineage behind you. For your ancestors. The healing that you're doing right now within your own being is healing that your ancestors had no access to. They did not have the tools to be able to look at themselves in the way that you're able to look at yourself right now. Do you know how powerful that is? And that is a big responsibility. You're carrying that weight all on your back. You know, you are the generational curse breaker. You are the one that said it stops with me. You are the one that is willing to look at yourself and make sure to not repeat certain patterns that you saw repeated in the past. Because you know that saying, when you know better, do better. And all of the tools are available to all of us now. So it comes down to like a state of ignorance, really, when you decide that you just don't want to do the work, or you want to continue to, you know, create this energy of cycles just repeating itself. That's the easy way out, but you chose to do the hard work. And that is why this foundational phase that you're in right now, it is so pivotal for you, babe. It is so pivotal, because this is exactly what's going to create the empire that you've always dreamed of creating for yourself. And it starts by, shout it out now, I know you know it, learning how to surrender. Let go of control, trust in yourself more than you trust in the opinions of others, tune out all of the nonsense and all of the noise, and let it not make sense to anybody. Let yourself look a little crazy to whoever thinks that you look a little crazy, because soon enough, it's only delusional until it's real. You know what I mean? So this can all sound like delusion, and I really have been thinking about even the word delusion, and I want to completely get rid of it from my vocabulary, because this is not delusion. You know, you have that deep knowing that this is meant for you. That is not a delusion, babe. That's reality. That is reality. And right now, you're building that foundation. And that's truly all that matters. You are a powerful, powerful, powerful being. Okay? Never forget it. And if you ever forget it, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna hug you and I'm gonna give you so much love and do whatever I can to make sure that you remember how powerful you are. Okay? Because when you know you're powerful, we all know we're powerful. That's how much your energy just